You were tuned in to G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you come on in. One of the biggest controversies that's going on right now, one of the biggest scandals that's going on right now is Deontay Wilder and him speaking for the first time in detail about his rematch with Tyson Fury where he lost his WBC title. The interview was with 78 Sports TV. Big shout out to 78 Sports TV for putting that out there for us. But Deontay Wilder basically came out and said that he didn't feel right. He didn't feel right. He felt like somebody spiked his water. And he said Mark Breland was responsible for his water. And he called Mark Breland disloyal. Now, we all know that Deontay Wilder severed ties with Mark Breland, and there was a lot of different opinions in regards to that. Deontay Wilder said a whole lot in that interview. Now, I don't want to get into the whole Glovegate thing. I don't want to get into Kenny Bayless and all that. Who was the referee for that fight? I want to get into Deontay Wilder, Mark Breland, in this whole spiked water situation. I want to attack that specific situation. Now, before I get started, and I feel like I have to say this before I speak on any Deontay Wilder issue. I am a Deontay Wilder fan. I am a Deontay Wilder supporter. I wish him nothing but the best inside of the ring and outside of the ring. That being said, let's get into this whole spiked water situation and Mark Breland. For you guys, I just have some general questions. I feel logical questions. And as you're listening to this video, I just want you guys to answer these questions in your own mind and give me some answers in the comment section. Okay. First question. How do you know if your water is spiked? Does it taste funny? Is it not clear? How do you know your water is spiked? Second question. If you think you have ingested a liquid or water that's been spiked, do you get the water tested? That's my second question. Did Deontay Wilder get the water that's in question tested? Third question. If Mark Breland is responsible for the water and you're saying that the water was spiked, then I'm assuming you have proof of that. So if you have proof of that, that means that Mark Breland is responsible for you taking bodily harm that night against Tyson Fury inside of the ring. So my third question is, if Breland is responsible for that, why haven't you sued Mark Breland? Why haven't you filed a lawsuit against Mark Breland? If that's the case. That's my third question. My fourth question. Hypothetically, let's just take Deontay Wilder's take. Let's just say Mark Breland spiked the water, or he knows who spiked the water and he's responsible for it. That means that Mark Breland had some really, really bad intentions, some real major intent when it came down to Deontay Wilder. So if Mark Breland spiked Deontay Wilder's water, that means he wanted for Deontay Wilder to have bodily harm done to him. So if that's the case, why would Mark Breland spike the water but then throw in the towel to save you during the fight. If Mark Breland is responsible for the water and he spiked the water, or he know who spiked the water, does it make sense that Mark Breland is the one that actually saved your life damn near by throwing in the towel? That's my fourth question. My fifth question for Deontay Wilder, or, you know, people that side with Deontay Wilder in this situation. If Deontay Wilder, right, if he said it was like a egg-shaped object or whatever he said inside of his glove that caused a dent in his head. Now, this is off of the water thing, but it's leading to this question. If that's the case, and Mark Breland threw in the towel to save you from any more physical damage so you can continue your career and live the fight another day, how does that make Mark Breland disloyal? That's my fifth question. And my sixth and final question is, if you're quoting Bible quotes and things like that, as a man, you're supposed to hold everyone responsible for their actions. So if you fired Mark Breland and you accuse Mark Breland of spiking your water, the water didn't cause the dent in your head. The water didn't cause that alleged dent in your head. You said it was something in Tyson Fury's glove. So with you taking all of that physical damage because of a quote-unquote glove malfunction, or however you want to put it, Mark Breland wasn't responsible for watching Tyson Fury get his hands wrapped and get his gloves put on. That was JD's responsibility. So how was Mark Breland disloyal, and you accuse him of something that I don't think is true, but JD's was responsible for watching Tyson Fury hands get wrapped and the gloves being put on, and he's not disloyal? That's my sixth question. At this point, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't understand how Mark Breland is the fall guy for water being spiked, or he thinks water was spiked. This is the bottom line. If Deontay Wilder has proof that Mark Breland spiked his water, or he was involved with someone spiking his water, he needs to file a lawsuit. He needs to file a lawsuit against Mark Breland. Point blank, period. If I'm Mark Breland, I would sue Deontay Wilder, period. Defamation, and if you take it to court, that puts the ball in Deontay Wilder's court for him to prove that Mark Breland spiked this water, or he knows who spiked the water. With Deontay Wilder making these accusations, somebody needs to be sued. Somebody. Either Wilder needs to sue Breland, or Breland needs to sue Wilder. But when you have these types of allegations going on, somebody's got to pay the price for it. Somebody has to pay the price for it. And the last time I checked, Mark Breland is 100. I'm not saying that he didn't do anything wrong or anything like that. And I'm not saying that Wilder doesn't have additional information that he hasn't let out the bag yet. What I'm saying is, if Deontay Wilder is coming out and he's saying that Mark Breland spiked this water, or is responsible for his water being spiked, then Wilder has the right to sue. Breland listen to that. If he know that's a lie, that's defamation of character, he can sue. This is a messy ass situation. I just don't see Mark Breland doing that. Like, I just don't see Mark Breland doing that. Like, bottom line is, I just think Wilder got his ass whipped. He just got his ass whipped. Like, that's just what it is. Like, he got his ass whipped, and that's that. But man, like, I would love to talk to Mark Breland. I would love to talk to Mark Breland. I mean, he's been quiet. Nobody's heard from him. But I would love to talk to Mark Breland in response to this, because these are some serious allegations. I think they're delusional, me personally, but I would love to talk to Mark Breland and get his response. But hey, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.